Hi, welcome guys. This is an old computer and I'm recording with a webcam, so the sound will be not that good. But it is an interesting exercise and my brain actually likes to do these videos. Because if you're a distro hopper, meaning you just boot up ArcoLinux once every 3 months, 6 months, a year, right? You have a challenge ahead. All it requires to update any ArcoLinux or ArcoLinux is knowledge. And there are many videos out there. And they're all gonna say or learn you similar things. So YouTube, ArcoLinux playlist. Use the playlists, right? It's all, there's lots of videos, 2000, oh look at that, September, okay, 2019, true. Private connection. So he thinks it's the 15th, so we need to fix that for sure. But update time, this won't do it. So I need to update my thing. No, I've never done that. We'll have to figure that out. But what I was going to say, there's a playlist on YouTube, on ArcoLinux, that shows all the videos of updating. So that's interesting, of course. Let's see if we can get there like that and then fix the clock later. Maybe with updates everything works fine. But first we need to probably as well, right? It doesn't want to do that. Now this is Chromium. I wonder if it's a browser thing or an operating thing. YouTube. Aha, it's a browser thing. Okay. Again, no. Strict protocol security thing. Yep, your computer clock is set to make sure, etc. My clock should be correct. But that's it. Alright, well, let's update the system anyway, so we'll see what the clock... Oh, there it is. It just changed by itself. Ah, problem solved. That's how we like to solve problems. Magically. So, I was saying, YouTube. ArcoLinux, right? Playlist. Updating is something we do on any system. Even your Android, your iOS, smartphone, it's Windows needs to be updated. It's all about updating all the time. And there are here videos, ArcoLinux update, a playlist. And it's fun because it's, you never know what it's going to throw at you. And it's, for me then, of course, it's a Sherlock Holmes feeling, like what will happen. I'll need to delete some things here, I see. But it's a lot in there, 92 videos. So it's quite important and it's fun as well. So use our playlists, basically. It's time to update. Come on, close. First, we want to know more. This system is an old computer that came from my basement. Let's have a look. I booted this up in 2019. I created the ISO, or I created the SSD from an ISO from that time. And it's a 20.13. It's up here. We still are using numbers back then. I'm not saying it's rolling. So it's, let's say 11 months old. I booted up in January 2002. That's not correct. We all know that. And now it's December the 15th. No, that's not correct either. So I'll guess the date will be fixed later on. But you can analyze it, right? So the first, let's say the 1st of 2020, 11 months old. What else can we see? There's an NVIDIA GeForce in there due to install NVIDIA back in the days. Yep, if you see this and if you launch it, if you get the information, you know it's working. But it's a 340, so it's not the standard one. What do I mean by that? You can do the following: -S NVIDIA and V and stop, and press twice on tab and see what it provides, if it wants to provide something. Come on, there's something red there. It doesn't want to do that. NVIDIA, is it my mistake? NV. So auto completion doesn't seem to work here. So sudo pacman -s bash completion. It's gonna be installed, you'll see. Alright, cool. First challenge. And off we go. That's for challenges. So I can't do anything yet. My bash completion, well, doesn't complete. Anyway, I was saying the 340, I can show you already what I have. That's something I can do. Alright, that's something I can do. So that's the number, some information about it, but I can't go on the internet now. So I need to install NVIDIA 340XX for what? AC -I. It starts to smell here. The old computer is burning up, I think. What I'm doing now is maybe a good tip. This dragging, this would be nice. I'm pressing my right control on my mouse and Alt, the left Alt, next to the space bar. And we see that we have the driver NVIDIA, not Nouveau. So we're actually using the driver at that particular moment in time. That's the version of it. But when I'm gonna reboot, I'll probably run into issues, right? So basically what we do is we update our system. And then we get this. We have Erik.dubois, who had to make the key longer. A key is stopping at some point in time. My key has expired at some point in time, and that's the problem. So it doesn't say, what should it say? Full, I think it should say. You've revoked, unknown, no full. Here it is. The word full. There is no word full. It's expired. So that's the reason why pacman says, hey, don't trust that guy. So I need to get the keys back in. Ctrl Alt F. Let's see what we can do. ArcoLinux forum. Guys, if you're going to make technical demands, don't do it on Facebook, don't do it on other media. Do it here, because people will look again later on, do a search and want some information on BIOS, and off you go. You have all kinds of help. And the ones marked solved are of course the ones you should check out. Okay. So there is something here. Is it Freaket ask question? Let's have a look. Get the ArcoLinux keys from Marco, John, Eric, Raniel, Steven and Brad. So we can all make now packages. That's a good thing. But of course you need to get the keys in. If you do a clean install with the version of 20.11, so November of this year, you got it all. Yeah. I did not update the system regularly, so I'm a distro hopper. I'm booting up and say, oh, what's this? The system is broken. The knowledge is online, on YouTube, on a forum. Ask around on Telegram and Discord. There are so many users wanting to help you. So I did mention even, if you are a distro hopper, have not updated your system, you'll probably run into issues, and that's normal, right? So I think one of the things I've learned also is way down. This was one thing that I tried. So there are many solutions depending how old is your machine. Do you have information available? I mean, it boils down to analyzing and reading through the whole article. I'm gonna try with the last one. Sudo pacman key init. Now, you know, I like to teach. I am by profession a teacher. And if we go to pacman D, this guy, the GNU PG, let's put you there. Does anything happen if I press enter here? Oops. What you need to type is minus minus or dash dash, right? So init is a good way. I made a typo. So ensure the keyring is properly initialized. Okay, things change to the right. You agree? Things change there. Now, personally, and we fixed it in ArcoLinux later versions, I need to have servers in here. I cannot get a key in from anybody without telling the system, hey, go and get me the keys from. And let's have a look. That's not it, that's not it, that's not it. So lots of information here. Well, 1, 2 or 3. In my case, I think this one is gonna work. So I'm a bit lazy, just one. Control S. Wants to know the password. Here's my password. So now I've initialized the keyring. Now I would like to be the keyring of erik.dubois. Go get it. Go get the keyring of erik.dubois. Here is the keyring of erik.dubois. It says receive. You see? Receive keys. You could deduce that. It says here, up here I think still, no? Receive. Here it is. Receive keys. Fetch the specified key ID. That's the key ID. Go get it. It depends how long it takes. It takes as long as it takes. As simple as that. You wait for it. What happens? erik.dubois is in here. It's not going to expire pretty soon, but it's going to expire 2023 November the 10th. But it's still unknown. Second line, Control C, Control Shift V. I say it's known. Oops. Let's do that again. Locally sign. That's the number 64. We'll see what happens if we update. Alright, still an unknown trust. This should be indeed a full. So what could be the reason? And that's the fun, right? What could be the reason why that thing is not full? When I do sudo pacman key, what can I do? I can do this: add, config, delete, edit key, export finger, import, init key server, list the keys, list sign, locally sign key, erik.dubois. I can do it like this too. And not a bad idea to do a refresh key as well. That's another option. This is gonna take a while, but it's not a bad idea, because these are all the keys, not from me, but from all the guys from ArcoLinux. And people come and people go. So there are edits or revoked is the term. So they're out again. Let's see if that's going to do the trick. And we have to analyze it. And in the meantime, I can still think, scroll through it and say, why is it not saying full? Alright, he's finished. So if I go up again, yeah, I've done that, sorry. I want to go here. Aha, now I am full. Okay, refresh keys. Update. And now we're in the clear, right? So the effect is the way it should be, right? This is okay. I just came to think of something. Remember, we've created a new kind of pacman.conf, that these guys are up here. And that was for Discord and Variety. At this particular moment in time, we had a package and ArcoLinux didn't have it. And we wanted to have well, to be able to install it, and we couldn't. And the only thing we had to do in order to fix that, and let's do it manually. So you see, it's that simple. You just do this, Control X, and we said, well, let's put it here, above testing. That's it. Why is this important? We've never had any issues with ArcoLinux. in the sense that pacman starts from the top and is going to look in here. Is Discord in here? No. Next one. Well, this is actually not used. Let's take another look. This is not used. All the black is not used. It has a hashtag. If you want to use it, that's for the beta testers. They put this always on. So if Discord is in this particular repo, it will be installed. If Discord is in this particular repo, it will install. So it goes down, and whenever it finds it, it stops. It will never go look for xlarge or for any of the others. If you say sudo pacman -s Discord, the first hit, boom, that's it. So since we wanted our own repos to take priority before anything coming from ArcoLinux, that's what we did, because we wanted to have Discord and Variety, our own package builds were already there, and we were waiting for package build for ArcoLinux. So, long story short, but it's, I think, important to see it's just that. It's just moving up, but it has consequences. So, when I update, it's gonna be not first these guys, no, it's gonna be first these guys. And then if we do Control C again, sudo pacman -s, it was about Discord and Variety. And they're coming, this one is coming from ArcoLinux, so in the meantime we have version 13, so that's fixed. And this one is updated now to our latest version, Variety. And if you want to have a look, you do Variety like this. And you see that we have this version. And where's the other one? It's already updated, you see? So now we have, both of them have the same version. So I can delete actually this guy. So it's going to come from ArcoLinux itself. So it has to be the same version. Alright, cool. I'll do that later on. Well, later on now, if we get past all the updates, 1 year or 11 months of updates gives us 1.6 gigabytes. And I guess I'll better put it on pause here. The speed is awesome. Ctrl-Alt-T and mirror list. Who's providing me this? Osbeck! Yeah, they always rule, right? This is for me anyway, and also for many of our core members, the best one. Living in Japan, living in America. I mean, strange, Osbeck so often wins. Alright, let's pause the video and I'll delete the Variety package there. And let's pause. Voila, Variety is no longer in our repos. And I get here a question. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Jan Alexander Steffens. Yes or no? So we are missing, it seems, a key. And again, 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 again. So you feel, maybe we should do something about it. That's the key, without a comma actually. So remember to delete the comma. Ctrl-Shift-C, Ctrl-Alt-T. How about I use or reuse one of my commands, right? Oh, nope, they're gone. One moment. Alright, let's continue. That's gonna be on the video. So, we're thinking this we can get rid of. This a browser we can need. So we have a problem with this Jan Alexander Steffens guy. Sudo pacman key, receive it for this guy without a comma. Let's see if we can get it in. That's okay. If we can receive it, that's good, but we should locally sign it too. Like this, I think. Yeah, not keys, but key. And then Control C and say, oh, come on, update now. Enter, 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 enter. Okay, enter. Checking keys in keyring. Okay, now it's up to John. So John needs to be in there. Control C. So let's see sudo pacman -s, the ArcoLinux keyring. We have keys. We can do maybe do this them all. So 6 people inside a ArcoLinux keyring, and then we have the old version and then the new version. So it's gonna end on 2023 on September the 19th. We need to make an update of the keys. Voila. All right, update again. So keys is indeed something special. It's something you have to get around to in ArcoLinux. Ah, there we go again. Another guy, Frederick Schwann. You would think, let's see, sudo pacman -s ArcoLinux keyring. Did I install the latest one? Okay, so Control C for this guy. Why? It can be only one pacman. That's why there's a lock. The pacman can be active just once. And I've just made a nice image on Discord. Go and have a look from the Highlander. There can be only one pacman around. So Control C there, and then we can do this. Sorry, that's okay. I wanted to type actually ArcoLinux. Did we do the ArcoLinux keyring or not? Aha, we forgot to do that one. So there are 2 keyrings, right? The ArcoLinux guys and the ArcoLinux guys, and both of them need to be up to date. Okay, that explains a lot. So look at all the list of people are not part of ArcoLinux anymore. All these keys are people not in there, and these guys are new, and these guys are saying goodbye Arch, I'm out of here. So then we update again. It was a little bit black-white, but you know what I mean. Eh? Let's see if all the keys, well, this is always the part where we hold our breath, right? Checking the keys in the keyring, checking the package integrity, then the conflicts. And when it's past those things, then we say, whew, and then it's updating. How much space do I have? 94 gigabytes, so it's okay. How's it created back then? What did I do? Is this grub? Is this EFI? I don't know. Well, grub always, but is it an EFI or just a BIOS thing? Probably BIOS, old computer. I believe, where is that thing? There's an application we have that's showing you the system profiler and benchmarking. So in the meantime, that's done. So just one thing, you know, keep it simple. KISS and stupid, eh? Keep it simple and stupid. Just one thing, so it's not EFI. Still checking integrity. I'm gonna look if I can find. So a dual core, wow, super machine. Asus Tech, NVIDIA GeForce 9000 GT. So we've learned that this guy needs the 340 NVIDIA. We'll see if that gives us issues later on. It's gonna be in here somewhere, NVIDIA. And NVIDIA something. Network. It's not completely alphabetical, but they are grouped, and when they're grouped, you'll find NVIDIA. Almost there, loading package files and checking for file conflicts. Keep your fingers crossed. So I'm looking for the BIOS information. How old is this machine? It's somewhere in here, but we'll find it while we wait. And off it goes, yay! So updating has been successful, and I'll add this particular video as well to here. So the more the merrier. If you get stuck, you get unstuck then. So BIOS. Sometimes they show you the year, and then you more or less know, okay, that's when it must have been installed. And if not, then we've learned some information about NVIDIA here. Pixels we have, x11, environment stuff, development, users, processors, let's go there. Dual core, these guys have names. I don't see it. Memory, graphical processor, PCI, Qualcomm and all kinds of things, USB, printers, battery, sensors, input, storage, Megatrend. 2208. Don't think that's a year, but it's about to be. Ah, here it is. 10 years old is this computer. 25 February 2010. So more or less 10 years old. That's what I wanted to know. There are other ways to do that. I've looked it up some time ago. Linux command bias, not something you use on a daily basis. Okay, go away. Alright, using the command line, let's have a look what he says. No, go in, I wanted to do. There we go again. Advanced them. Accept the risk and continue. Sounds like, wow, I'm a daredevil. So DMI decode, right, DMI decode. Do I have it? Nice logo. Okay, there we go. The thing is, it's a very long thing. And I wonder if we can make it easier. DMI decode help. Do also manual, help, and man DMI decode. Only display the entries of given type. That sounds like a good thing. T bias. Nope. Permission denied. That's no problem. Sudo. And here's my date. So cool. DMI decode, that was it. Up. This is PAMAC AWAR, and there is a good chance we'll update to PAMAC-all. So yay, PAMAC stop. We have PAMAC AWAR on this computer system installed, but we have also PAMAC-all on our repo, and this includes the support for Snap and Flatpak. And like I said, in January we'll probably have that one, 21-01. Yeah, the mirror list is created. Don't skip it, in the sense that it will finish at some point in time. I've made a nice video about it. Let's see if Google find it already. So google.com is good for me. Restart Firefox. Okay. Reflector is a bit slow these days, so these days that's the date. And I've made a video about it. And basically it says downgrade Reflector. That's the message today. But you know, things get improved over time and they'll work over time. So if everything is finished, I'll do a downgrade of a reflector, and it wants me to be sudo. I think I can do it right now. Let's see if I can. Depends. I think it's going to stop now at 11 because the database is locked, right? There can be only one. But I can prepare and say 11, and later on I'll do an enter. I have to wait for the right terminal to finish. So, don't know where Firefox is staying. I'll take Vivaldi in. Machine is a bit old, 10 years old. How about the sensors? Let's see about the heat. Sensors. Yep, that's okay. 51 degrees. CPU temperature there. 40 degrees. 38, 40. Okay. Nothing to be worried about. But this thing is just asking all the mirrors from ArcoLinux, how fast are you? And it's getting, yeah, slow. Control Shift Escape. Let's see if Firefox is running somewhere. No, Vivaldi is not working, so I guess it's a boot thing again. Anything else I can say? I can say something else here. We have here ArcoLinux wanting to fix the icons that are sometimes missing. In Panic AWR, sometimes we get these icons that are not there, right? It's nothing is here, and there's a simple tool for that, simple tweak, and we've implemented that tweak. So he wants to fix something, but we don't have the application, and it's in one of our stay rolling scripts, and it's called AppStream. But again, have to wait till this guy finishes. Let's go to another place here, and another wallpaper too. And then we go for open a new window, and at this particular moment in time, lots and lots of new stuff is in here. Control H, View, Control H, Show Hidden Stuff. And in here we have the stay rolling 2020, and we move from November to the next year of January, and this is the Pacman conf, what I just did. So if we type, and that's okay, I know it's still busy on the other end, but just showing you, it's not busy anymore, that these guys are in front and are at the top. That's not correct. Community. That's strange. That is strange. So I'm looking at this here. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We'll have to figure that out. Yeah, and NVIDIA stuff. We need to figure NVIDIA. It wants to change from 340 to 390. We'll have to look at that. But this thing first. Local 0815 is newer than community. Then I made a mistake, if that's so. Because, yay variety, I thought variety was fixed. Oh yeah, they're still not up to date. Damn. So I need to go back to my repo and add variety. Our version of variety, this version, needs to go back on our system, because ArcoLinux is not there yet. They don't have that version yet. So I'm gonna fix that first, and I'm gonna go back. Alright, that's fixed. So when I update my system and ask the databases back in, then everything is fine, and we don't see the message anymore about variety, and that's how it's supposed to be. So again, analyzing. Variety is on our system, it's installed, it's coming from ArcoLinux. And if you install this one from ArcoLinux, it will not work. it's broken. So we've added our own package to our own repo. And because of the change in the order in pacman.conf, it just comes in. It'll just update. Now the upall, I guess, right? So that's the same thing as that guy there. And we think. We do not just do things, we think. For instance, AR vote is out. We've said, okay, whatever, right? So we don't want this particular package, and that's for voting for AWAR packages. That's out. What else? Electron 4. Do we need that? Well, if you type an S, electron vote, electron 4. There are 6 also, I see. Let's try to remove 4. Nobody comes into troubles. There's no extra lines, no extra packages. It's just that package. So nobody needs electron 4. Bye. It's out. Then an all again. And let's make this a bit bigger. Now actually, well, we can do this guy and see what happens. With the pacman mine RS qt5. I think that is possible also to delete. Just one line, nobody needs it. Bye. It's out. And then, yeah, I guess this is for me also a big question. I used to work with the 340 and he says 390 for the utils. There's a libxnv control 3090 and the 340 package conflicts found will remove that one and that one. Alright, so that is a bit strange. I would start with this. I would start with NVIDIA 340XX. We get installed, so number 1 installed is 081, that's 12, and then you just press enter, 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 yes, 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 and we're going to get the Linux headers in. I have not booted yet, right? We'll see. Normally, my idea is always, if the big updates have been done, like this one, alright, it's 11 months of updates, normally I reboot. Let's see if we can do all of it in one video and then reboot. So number 12 in the end there. Libraries. And the more you see these terminals, I know people sometimes in the beginning don't want to go into terminals and it all looks like the Matrix. The more you follow these things, the more you get to know how your system works and all that. Spikes. 100% busy. And this is busy, CC1. Okay. Heating up my old computer. Poor guy. It's okay. 50 degrees. Almost there. If you see this compressing package, then you're almost there. I'm just about to say something. And there he is. So we still have this little guy. Let's see, I don't know. Trial and error, I always say. Don't think that everybody knows the answer. They will make you believe that. That's something else. So I go for 390 to 138, 709. Okay. Let's see. Okay, make the pen settings. He's talking about 390 now. Let's reread again. If you want to install this, then its conflicts will remove 340 xutils. Control C. The question is, do I need it? Is that maybe part of something else? Ah, it's something we require for our conkeys. It is strange that the numbering is different. And is there a lib xnv ctrl 340? Ah, there's one as well. Wouldn't it make sense that we stay to the 340 rather than the 390? I don't know. Super C. Nothing happening. So Super C is Conky Zen. Give me a Conky. Alright, so the Conkeys do not work. Alright, then it makes more sense to go for this one, 340. And what do I get then? Installing will remove that one. Conflicting package will have to be confirmed manually. Yep, sounds good. Let's see what happens with this version. But like I always say, guys, this is one of the videos where I actually install NVIDIA drivers, but normally I do not. It's just an educational thing. If it's really for me, I will not install NVIDIA drivers. It's too much trouble with updating after a while, and no frustrations equals for me no NVIDIA drivers. But of course, it's an educational thing, right? You can figure it out and try playing with it. And so many settings I don't really know nothing about. Better ask my son, I think. In gaming, lots of things can be set here. Flipping and quality and all that. Information. Things people sometimes talk about on Telegram or ArcoLinux, right? There's so many things in here, not specific for NVIDIA and the games. So ask around. We have an error. This guy. Well, first of all, what I'm gonna do is make sure that I'm starting from scratch. Maybe I should reboot. It would be a good time. But inside the cache we have yay, delete, no yay. So whatever has been built, an old package, an old remnants and everything, maybe I should show you. Right. All the builds on all these packages, they're all built, and I just want to be sure that I start with a clean slate. Now the question is, what I would do in this case is minus remove anything NVIDIA. Sometimes we say that, guys, just remove anything about NVIDIA. We remember the name, the number 340, right? This one. Anything else? That's it. And let's see. Now the lib thing is not deleted, huh? So why is that not deleted? It's not a dependency. That's strange. Sudo pacman minus remove s. Ah yeah, that was because of the conky, right? Oh, what am I typing? Now I'm typing something correct. Lib x NVIDIA. That was the reason. Okay, no problem. We can always install later on. Lib xnv. No, too many. So Conky Lua Arches, remember that one as well. I'm going to install that again later. This one gone as well. And now certainly we have to do an update video. I mean shut down and cut the video in two. So sudo pacman minus r NVIDIA, nothing NVIDIA anymore. Okay, and the lib xnv thing is gone through. Now we go check PAMAC. It's there, PAMAC. I have again changed the PAMAC to PAMAC all. So this is PAMAC AUR, and we'll have preferences, and in here we'll have no tabs for Flatpak and Snap. So that's the difference. Before we boot, we're going to install PAMAC all. It's going to be in conflict. There can be only one. It's the same rule. You can't have two PAMACs, you can't have two LibreOffice. It's either fresh or still. Is it still the name? I think so. Shall we? But first, save. See you in a moment.